You've completed the entry procedures, yes? And now you want to...
Yes, please.
Okay, the processing fee will be 2 million mora.
2 million? For a processing fee? Are you serious?
That's right. 1 million per applicant, which makes 2 million total.
Paimon wasn't so much questioning your math as...
Ma'am, these two here are good.
Ah, Mr. Toma, it's you. By way of courtesy, allow me to reduce it to 400...
Thank you ever so much. But as this is just a processing fee, I think 600 mora should cover it if I'm paying on their behalf. I'll treat you to dinner too. How does that sound?
That's not how you haggle! By all means, bargain the price down, but...
All right then, as you wish, Mr. Toma.
Much...
What? She went from 2 million down to 600? There's something seriously wrong with people's sense of finance around here!
It's not as mind-boggling as you think. A processing fee is just a figure of speech. The way some here at the agency see it, the fees are easy money, so it becomes a question of how much they can make. So when the day comes that some poor merchant from overseas with more money than sense gets stuck here and needs to apply for residency...
Then they'll milk them for all they're worth!
Exactly. It's at times like this that having a local friend really comes in handy. Yes, but when you're an outlander in Inazuma, far from home in this closed nation era, there's very little that can be done about it. The most that overseas merchants can do to look after themselves is stick together. That's how the international trade...
So it's a trade association built by and for Outlanders?
Yep. And as well as advancing commercial interests, the association provides... Essentially, it's an association devoted to both commercial excellence and survival skills.
Sounds like just staying alive is an achievement when you're an Outlander in Inazuma.
I see. So this is the real purpose of your trip. Yes, given that you are Outlanders, it's certainly a lofty aspiration. After all, the Raiden Shogun is the most exalted and revered one in all of Inazuma. She is a deity who... I was going to say nothing is set in stone when it comes to who you will encounter in this world. Who's to say you won't happen to run into the Raiden Shogun one day after lunch?
Uh-huh. And...
Okay, I'll give it to you straight. I know of a way to
Really? Wow, the Rito Fixer's better
I mean, it will take all the resources I have at my disposal, but connections come at a high price. No. In fact, there's no real cost as such. It's just that if this is something you really want, you'll have to agree to help other people solve some of their problems first. I like to do things in a way that keeps everybody happy. It's my own personal rule for dealing with situations like this.
Sounds very reasonable to Paimon. You're the man in the middle, so you have to trade favors to keep everyone indebted to you.
Why do I get the feeling you're making me out to be some sort of crook? Never mind. Here's the situation. As I touched upon earlier, the members of the International Trade Association are constantly struggling to survive. Recently, things seem to have gotten more difficult than ever for them, so just go and check things out. See if there's any way... The head of the association is called Carisio.
Outlander Affairs Agency. Please have your documents and proof of identification ready.
Why in the world can't I use my permit?
Into the wind! One with nature!
Enjoy the blessing of Lesser Lord Kusanali. Anais blessing now 10% off.
Huh? Hello there. You must be seeking refuge with the International Trade Association. Good. That's a relief.
We heard the association has been having some difficulties lately. Is that true?
Yes. Left, right, and center. Up.
The Sakoku decree certainly makes things difficult for anyone who...
But it's not the root cause of our woes. The Sakoku decree might restrict our scope of activity, but in it... No. What's really squeezing us Outlander merchants dry is... those Mora grubbers from the Kanjo Commission.
Oh, of the 3 commissions, that's the one that oversees everything on Rito, isn't it?
That's right. They impose astronomical tax rate, unbelievable regulations, and that's not the worst of it. They just issued a new tax decree recently that, for some reason, completely changes the way we pay our taxes. It used to be Mora, but now it's something called...
Crystal Mara.
Something that most of us in the association had never heard of before either, until the new decree came along. Eventually, one of the older Liyue merchants recalled that he once shipped a batch of it to Snezhnaya in his youth. So, in order to pay our taxes, we began an arduous search for this crystal marrow. But then we found we'd only managed to create a bigger problem for ourselves. The rising demand for crystal marrow Now there's only one vendor who even has it in stock. We can't get a-
Isn't there...
Exactly. So this vendor keeps pushing the price up, and we have no choice but to buy from them because the tax decree forces us to. It's a vicious cycle. The consequence of which is that our taxes will soon exceed our profits. And once that happens... We've tried communicating with the Commission directly, but this is a nation where the cries of a few struggling merchants will never be heard over the ever-present roar of Fontaine, my dear home.
Sounds awful. What do you think we should do? But Karisu's the head of the association.
Right, and besides...
Okay, well...
I've actually done business with him in the past, but after a point he stopped contacting us. I have no idea...
Well, it definitely sounds like he's being unfair.
Hey, that's a pretty good idea. Since you're not affiliated with the association, and you're new to Rito, he may just let his guard down. If I remember correctly, our usual meeting point with him is under a tree by the coast in the residential district. See if you can find...
Got it! We're on...
Enjoy the blessing of Lesser Lord Kusanali, and I shall